All right, everybody. I'm back. I'm back. All right. Let's see. Let me see. Who in here? I still kind of wanted to still talk about one more thing um that I think I we need to discuss. Hold on. Let me get myself together, and then we can proceed. Let me edit something. Y'all know I got this new StreamYard. All right. Show this. All right. Okay. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Let me see who out here. I'm back. Hold on. I'm back. I told y'all I was coming right back because I still want to talk about a few things. So let's see. Who do I have? Who do I have? Who do I have? Let's see. Let's see. Let me check and see who I got out here. Because I wasn't quite through yet. Hold on. Let me see. Who do I have in the community out here? 17, 17. We can go and get started. So, first, y'all also, before I get started, go check out Pastor Kelly's video he just did. And it's dealing with Deshaun publicly apologizing to whoever the football guy is about saying, he's Jews. And I saw that kind of made me a little mad because, he said, I accept your apology. I'm like, wow, okay, all right, okay. And so I'm going to ask him that question. So are you saying that we can't be the people? Because see, ain't nobody going to ask that question. So you saying we can't be the people. That's my question. That's what killed me. That's why I started asking that question. When people say, y'all can't possibly, so what you're saying is black people cannot be God's chosen people. That's how I put it. That's how I put it. Because sometimes you can show the racism in that other person. Because you'll say, so what you're saying is black people cannot possibly be God's chosen people. That's what you're saying. So you're saying only they can be white people. Okay. Yeah, I don't play that game. Because then you see the racism come from that person. I'm not being racist. I never said it wasn't going to be a mixed multitude. I've always said that, and I stand firm on that. It's going to be a mixed multitude. But what is it about us? Well, man, it's pissing folk off about black folks saying y'all are the chosen people of God. Wow. It's literally like y'all saying, y'all, I can't say it, cannot possibly be the people. How dare you open your blasphemous mouth and say black people are the chosen people of God? How dare you? I asked that question. When I ask that question, it's crickets. Because I'll say, so what you're saying is ultimately, because I haven't said anything racist. I don't say that that I could, I'm not making any ugly statements saying that, I'm not saying anything racist. But when we say that we are the people, when they say we are the people, oh wow, they ready to scream and say we're anti-Semitic. You can't be the people. People just get all in their feelings, and I go right back to the original statement. So you're saying that black people can't be the chosen people, God? Oh, that's not what I'm saying. Oh, that's not what I'm saying. Okay, that's what it sounds like, though. That's what you're trying to say. Black people can't be Israel, huh? When you ask people that question, they get real in their feelings. Oh, they get in their feelings when you say that. And then they be like, no, I'm not saying I want to see the racism coming from you. Because I ain't never said nothing. I don't have the power to say who is what and who's getting into the kingdom. But ultimately what you're saying is sometimes you got you got to ask them hard questions. When they get insulted and say, you possibly cannot. So what you're saying is the Bantu people cannot be the people. Oh, so we black people are just not the people. Okay, y'all are all Hamites. Show me where, because last time I checked in the Bible, Ham and Shem look just alike. So show me again when Moses had plenty of African women. Them Shemitic men had plenty of Hamite women. So what you're saying is black people cannot be the people. When you ask them that question, they get real. They start tap dancing. Wait, hold on. That's not what I mean. Because I haven't said anything racist. And you got to catch them, Saints. You got to catch them. You got to catch them in their own words. You got to catch them in their own words. When they get sensitive about you saying, that's why people don't ask me that, especially white people. They don't ask me that. So they may say little stuff like, so you think you're Israel? So I say, oh, okay. So you think that black people can't be chosen? It goes back into the racist doctrine with evangelicalism and Calvinism, the referring, even the Talmud refers us as being beast of the field. You got to call them out on their history. Man. Yeah, you got to call them out on their racist history, because when you say that, then you put them in the defensive. And they'd be like, wait, that's not what I meant. No, that sounds like that's what you meant. I should ultimately be insulted. So my ancestors are not that important to be a part of. Wow, people get real sensitive about that. Because, again, I don't say racist stuff. I just call a spade, though, sometimes when I see racism. But people now getting in their feelings because these celebrities now, I did say this. I said, who? These celebrities steadily coming out talking about Israel. Who's signing their check? How long is this going to last? I've been saying that. I've been watching it, y'all. These folk are, what is going on in this chat? 70, y'all, don't start. I saw that one comment of him saying mixed multitude. There is going to be his people, and then it's going to be the multitude. And you see that in Revelation. And when you think about, there's a number greater than, than I can count, I don't think it's going to all be just people that look like me. I think it's going to be other people in the midst of that mixed multitude. That's my thought. Of many tribes and nations. So I believe that. But I'm not denying that we're Israel. No, by no means. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is we can't I don't want to go somewhere where it's all us. I'm real. Jesus. All of us. I'm just playing, but yeah. But you got to catch them, baby. I catches them because I will ask them this question. Because I'm actually a part of a multicultural Facebook group, and it's a Jewish multicultural Facebook group, and it's a lot of black Jews in there. Them black Jews, whoo! You think that I'm rough? I can't invite them on my YouTube. No. They'll shut it down. They be in there hard on them. Oh, them European Jews, the black Jews, the black Israelites be like, so let's talk about the racism. And they don't play in that Facebook group. If I'm a part of a Facebook group where I don't talk because I know, no. You're not finna get me caught up, because baby, when I say they pull up pictures of what's going on in Palestine, they don't play. The Ethiopians, they be like, we finna call this out. Look at this picture and explain to us, what does this mean? And I was like, wow. I hit that like button like I argue enough in the Rumble Room. I'm not gonna argue in there, baby. They don't play in it. It's called the Multicultural Alliance, I think Jewish Alliance. And actually, one of my Jewish friends invited me to it when I told them I was limber. And I told him, I said, you sure you want to put me in here? He said, oh, no, you can come on in here. He said, you are sweet as can be in comparison to what you get ready to walk into. And yeah, it's interesting in that group. I'm telling y'all, I'm like, no. One woman, every day she does a post, and it is, when I see it, I just laugh, because she don't play. She calls the racism out and don't hold back. But with that being said, why are people appalled that, oh God, why are black people calling themselves Israelites? So I go back to that same question. So what you're saying is Black people definitely couldn't be the chosen people. Oh, wow. Y'all couldn't be the people that they're speaking of in the Bible. Oh, no, 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 no. Y'all black folks can't be that. Come on now. Y'all can't be that. Mm-mm. No, definitely can't be that. They get in their feelings when I ask them that. I said, so what you're saying is we can't be ultimately. No, that's not what I'm saying. So you're saying that only Jews are European. That's what you're saying. And when I say it, and I get, you know how I am when I do talk to people, I said, so you're saying that Jews are only European. That's what you're saying, pretty much. No, 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 no. Well, they're Ethiopian. And I said, well, a lot of us came from Ethiopia. If you look at our DNA, I got a lot of Somali. I have, weird thing is in my DNA, a lot of Bantu Somalian comes up, a lot of Ethiopian, a lot of, not, the West African is prevalent because of, that's the last footprint before I came over here. But when you look at the older footprint, based off of, because I use Jet Match, it shows a lot of the tribes that were further east. Even Jordan showed up, Jordanian showed up, Egyptian showed up. And I was shocked to see the Jordanian, but it showed a lot of the East Africa, and it showed like the path which ultimately led over into West Africa. And what's so funny is it shows East Africa, then it shows Spain and Portugal, then down into West Africa. And I think it's Senegambia, and then over to Angola, and then finally that last footprint was Nigeria. All of our footprint is going to be in Nigeria, being honest, because that's the last footprint of everybody. That's the last spot we were at before they shipped us over here. So it's going to be more prevalent. But what I tend to look at is the older, more ancient version or ancient part of the DNA. I try to look over there because you get to see, I want to know where we started before we ended up there, because where we started is going to tell the truth. Yeah, that's how mine's did. Mine actually, it's not even, it doesn't even read like that in Jet Match. The footprint that I'm speaking of, it reads like that in 23andMe. It's funny because it shows East Africa, and we already know what East Africa is. We know what that is. Then on up to Spain, Portugal, then over into Senegambia, then over into Angola, Senegal, Angola and Congolese, and then final step is Nigeria. So, but yeah, Spanish and Portugal shows up in my DNA. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. And in Jet Match, the tribe that I saw that sticks out like a red thumb is Limba. Limba showed up. That's how we had the whole Limba conversation. But yeah, the Spain shows up on there. So I'm just saying, UA will find a way. Well, you just, maybe you have some Spanish, but a lot of us are showing up with Spain and Portugal in it. I know a couple of people that has showed up with in 23andMe, where it shows because it's that, I think it's called Ancestry foot. I forgot what it's called, but it's like a little tab and it says Ancestry something, and it shows that footprint, and it goes, like I said, it shows East Africa. And yeah, try 23andMe, and it's like, what is it called? Oh yeah, if the UA community out there, they looking hard. They've been asking me for my DNA. I love making them mad. She ain't what she is because she ain't gonna show us your DNA. Okay, all right, that's fine. You can say it. When you're already at peace with what you know about yourself, it's called your ancestry timeline. And it shows that 5 to 8, I think it's 5 to 8 generations back, 5 to 8 plus generations, it shows Spanish, Portugal. You know what that plus means. They can't quite trace it, how far back, so they just add an estimate. But it does show. It shows it shows southern east. It shows it shows southern East African, Portugal, Spain, Senegal, Senegambia, Ghanaian. I hope I'm saying that. Yeah, hope I'm saying that. Angolian, and Congolese, and then it goes up into Nigeria. So, and we already know when it shows in Nigeria, it shows like two. What's going on, Moray? Renice, you welcome to come in here if you want to. You more than welcome to come in here. But just tell me if you want me to send you the link. But it shows two generation back with Nigeria. That's why I knew that timeline was off. I was like, wait. 2 generations back, we was over here. So, they try to do estimates and they off because I know 2 generations back is 100 years ago. Nah, I know just based off my family diagram. 100 years ago, we was in Egypt, Mississippi. So I know that, um, but it does show that, and it just shows your footprint. And it was just so interesting to see the English state that I mean the English country that popped up was Spain. So, but it makes you wonder because I said, was it my ancestors that ended up in the Spanish Inquisition everybody keeps talking about? Because I wouldn't have known anything about it until I started dealing with Benai and Pastor Kelly and all of them. So it was interesting. It's interesting. It's been a very interesting journey. But for this man, and again, Kelly did the video. Let me put it in here. Talking about the. Hold on. Here it is. He did this. Hold on. I don't want African. Here we go. The Max guy, first and foremost, never mind, I ain't gonna say that. But the guy, Max Killerman, he was insulted. You see the insult, like he said, I'm Jewish and I feel insulted. And I'm sitting here like, so are you insulted of his statement or are you insulted of the fact that he would consider himself? See, somebody need to call him out on the floor and say, so are you insulted that he called himself an Israelite? Because that's what it seems like. That's what I got from it. That he a little pissed off, like, he made it seem like the dude was an idiot. And I was like, wow. So y'all gonna make it seem like he's stupid because he made it seem like he got some type of, he said internet information or YouTube information. I'm like, wow. Wow, okay. Somebody call him out on the floor on that one, but they not. Because they want their check. They want their check, baby. They not finna call him out. Yeah, they not finna thank you, Yokanan. Yeah, they not finna they not finna do that. They're a little scared. They're a little scared of that. Cause if they do that, it goes against everything that no. And that's my question. Somebody need to ask Max that. Are you upset of his statement or is it too far-fetched for us to say that we're the people? Call him out. That's what we have to start doing. We don't have to be disrespectful because one of the things I noticed when I was in the Multicultural Jewish Alliance Facebook page, a lot of the Black people in there, because it's black Jews or Black Israelites and white European Jews. And the Black Jews in the community says, so why is it we say that we are Black Jews? We have to show y'all proof that we are. Or y'all proceed to say, the European Jews say that, oh, you're a convert. But if you say you are, nobody asked you to prove it. I said, I can say it now because they said it. But if I would have said that, Saints would have been real mad. But when the lady said it, I actually commented in that one. I said, that makes a lot of sense. I said, and I let them know, my journey. I said, I just recently found out from a DNA test that I'm connected to the Limba tribe. And also it shows up the Ethiopian Jew. And Jed Max, Ethiopian Jew, showed up. And the Limba tribe. And I said, what's interesting is I had to get DNA to get validated by way of, because they only really look at the Ethiopian Jew and they just now really start looking at the Limba. And I'm waiting on my book from Only Love because Only Love did a live on Debate Talk for You, and she checked vocab because they discredited the Igbo Israelites. And she brought up a couple of things about, I think Cambridge or Oxford validated the limbo. I can't remember. I got to go back and listen to it again. But ultimately, what she's saying is these institutions did validate that they were European, that they were African Jews or African Israelites. But you're taking the word of a DNA company that was like only a year old. They were fairly new, to discredit the fact that the Igbo are the people, when the Igbo themselves say that they are the people. Not all of them, because we know some of our people, lost who they were throughout time, because we got to realize colonization just didn't happen here. Colonization happened over in Africa as well. Some people don't realize that some African people lost their names, and they had to change. I can't remember if it was Cambridge or Oxford. I think it was Oxford. I can't remember. I got to go back and check. It's not. They didn't check the Igbo. I think they checked the limb. I got to go back and listen. Don't quote me on this. I got to go back and listen to the Only Love video, and I'll post it in here. But she checked him. She said, but what was I saying? Yeah, Africa lost their names, and their traditional names. It had to change over to more colonized names. So they lost a lot of their heritage as well. But there are tribes in Africa that still hold on to the traditions and even have oral history that trace them back over into the land of Israel or over in that region. So, that's the point. It's a lot of historical data that's popping up. And rather than say, wait a minute, if this might be valid, they finna shoot him down fast. Whoo, we ain't finna talk about that. So with that being said, I was in there, and the lady, when she said that in the Jewish Alliance, Multicultural Alliance group in Facebook, she said, why is it we have to prove it? And I stated, I found out I was limbo, and then all of a sudden, all was like, oh, welcome. And I was like, what if I would have said I was Igbo? They probably said, oh, you're a convert. Why is it when Black people say we converts? I don't have to say anything racist. I could just say I'm an Israelite that's racist. Like, how? Explain to me how. What's racist is for you to think that I'm not because the color of my skin. Because if I was European, and if I looked European, and I said, oh, I have Jewish heritage, people would be like, yes, you do. Yeah, welcome to the family. But this little Black child over here saying, I have ancestors that tie back to, oh, your ancestors must have been converts. Oh, wow. I hope you joking up next. So they celebrate that. They celebrate when a European says, guess what? I show that I have ancestry roots back to Turkey. I don't know. Ukraine. That I am, I know you're joking, that I am a Ukrainian Jew. You are born and you're just welcome into the family you're born in. But a Black person say, I have ancestral roots that trace back to Israel, and oh yeah, your ancestors were converts. I'm like, wow, that's a little racist. You don't see the racism in that? I sat there and I said, I haven't seen anything anti-Semitic, but I get it all the time. I got to show proof. I got to give lineage, and they finna break it down. What tribe? Well, that tribe, this is, are they doing the same thing to them? That's always been my question. I always ask that question. I'm like, hold on, that's not fair. Raising my hand. Why is it I got to show everything, but the person can go over there and show what they want to show? Oh, they good. I asked that question. But then they love to say, oh, it's not about that. It's not about that. It's not about color. It's not about that. Oh, okay. Well, let's talk about that movie that white folks was ready to burn the theater down. Color of the Cross. They was ready to set that movie theater ablaze when they found out y'all got a Black Jesus on the screen. How dare you have a Black Jesus? How dare you? Have y'all seen the news report when Fox was ready to fight it out. Like, it ain't about color. Well, if it's not about color, then we ain't got a problem of him playing in that movie. It ain't about color. But I can go see one of the most bloodiest movies, which is what's the one, the Christ movie where it was just so gory that I couldn't stomach it. The movie, what was that movie, y'all? Passion of Christ. If he looks white or Middle Eastern, and I think I've seen one movie where he looked Hispanic. They good. They for the pack. But if he looks dark skin, flat nose, kinky hair, they ready to burn it down. How dare you, nigga? Oh, I can't say that. How dare you say that? I gotta show you the video, y'all. I meant to talk about something else, but this right here burned me a certain way because I said he don't even see that he's borderline being racist because it's like, I'm Jewish. How dare you? And that's what vibe I get. And I'm like, so nobody gonna check him on that. So what you're saying is, blacks, how dare y'all say y'all Jews? Because right now, with a lot of the people in the industry being black, standing up saying this, I knew this was coming. And again, I don't have a racist bone in my body. Look, I'm buddies with everybody. Let's go hang out. But the moment I'm gonna check you though, when I notice that you're doing something that's a little shady. That's how I am. But I love all. And what's so funny, me being a part of the Multicultural Jewish Alliance Facebook group, I was invited by a European Jew to be a part of it. Yes, he said, come on, be a part of it. And see if you have any input. I'm like, I have no room to say nothing right now because, man, I walked in there. I said, this worse than the Rumble Room. Except they don't cuss. Rumble Room, you get cussed out. Jewish Alliance, you're going to be called stupid and racist. I'm like, wow. It's interesting. Yeah. As soon as I typed in color of the cross. Have y'all seen this? Fox News was hot. They was real mad. Hold on. I know they're going to get me. We got to go through. Let me see. Where is it? There it is. Have y'all seen this yet? I'm finna play it. Man.
Jesus has been a tough.
Man, let me show y'all something. This is how mad they getting. This is racism. It's quiet racism here. Anything but they Christ. Anything but they Christ. I can make Lincoln black, but you make Christ black? How dare you? He couldn't dare look like y'all. Here you go.
Topic in our history that's never been black or white. Now there's a film out that questions Leonardo da Vinci's interpretation of Jesus and the universal acceptance of him as a light-skinned, blue-eyed male. In the new movie, Color of the Cross, Jesus is portrayed as a black Jew, but the filmmaker explains it's not what the messenger looks like that's important, it's the message itself. Joining us now is the star of Color of the Cross, filmmaker Jean-Claude Lamar. Mr. Lamar, thanks for being with us. Tell me the basis on which you've decided to make Jesus black.
I think it's an important film. Color of the Cross, I think, comes at a poignant time in our development as a nation. We're experiencing conflict, not just here domestically, but obviously
overseas. Is this historically accurate?
I think one...
You see how he interrupted him? Is that historically accurate? Man, they don't want that. They don't want that. They don't want them troubles. They like, Jesus cannot be black because I got to deal with my racism if he looked like y'all. Yeah. Hurt feelings, man. But finish listening. I'm gonna let y'all finish listening. It was real interesting.
Would surmise that Jesus is probably a lot darker in his complexion than has been previously portrayed. I think we're a little more historically accurate than, let's say, someone like Mel Gibson was in Passion of the Christ. But again, color is not the issue here. What is the issue is the message.
Well, let's color the issue, because is it true, and do you contend that race was one of the issues Jesus was persecuted?
We believe that race in this film is used as a metaphor for Jesus' station in life. We believe that he would have been a member of the disenfranchised, a member of the lowly class. He did not come as a high-ranking member of his community. He came as a member of the populace.
But was he persecuted because of race? Is that one of the reasons he was persecuted?
Well, we know that his message fundamentally is why he was persecuted, his radical interpretation of the Torah. But one could surmise that quite possibly the source of the message, the messenger himself, being a dark-skinned Jew, may have contributed to Jesus' death, yes.
Well, if that's true, if Jesus was persecuted for being a black Jew, weren't black Jews his tormentors as well? Because weren't they then also black Jews who were there, in addition to Romans?
Absolutely. And that is why this is not an issue of race. That's my point exactly. He was persecuted by his own. And so, as you state accurately, everyone during that time in that region would have been of darker skin.
I want to put up on our screen, the Discovery Channel a few years ago did a piece on this, and they showed a likeness of Jesus. I don't know if you can see it where you are. And this is what they claim Jesus looked like doing computer digital work. Is this your perception?
He was, somewhere in that neighborhood.
No, he was not.
And I'm sure they will attest that that's not a 100% accurate depiction of Jesus, but we know he was a darker skin. Yes.
You say that
don't come on now, y'all. Come on, saints. they. Whoa! When he said that, I was like, "What?" He looked like Fred Flintstone. That's how that picture looked. I said, "Wait a minute." He looked like out of the Flintstones. I said, "Oh, they got to." I'm telling y'all, what will send them up in. If you take away that, we ain't even making a big deal about the image. Let's let that be known. Because I grew up knowing, I grew up with that picture. Everybody had that one picture in a family of the Black Christ with the white sheet draped across him with his hands like this, and he's sitting on a stone. I saw that as a kid. But you still saw, pictures, television, especially Moses, Ten Commandments. Everybody watched it Easter evening, the Ten Commandments. So, but I think I put the link in there for you for who asked? Somebody asked for. Oh yeah, Sandy. I put the link in there for you. So I finish it.
That the purpose of this movie, John Claude, is to tell a traditional story, focusing in on the last 48 hours of Christ's life, as told in the Gospels. Yet in your version, you say race contributes to his persecution. Where in the Gospels are you referring?
This film is a fundamentally American film.
I didn't ask that.
It's a film that aims to challenge paradigms.
I need to be on that panel. Like, what is your problem? This is crazy. You see how he I didn't ask you that. What that man is saying on Fox News is saying, ultimately, my Jesus can't look like y'all. That's the attitude I'm getting. Is that what y'all getting about family? Keep watching. See, I was supposed to talk about something else and then looked at Kelly's thing and it went totally left. I'm going to have to change the entire title of this live. But hey, we're finna stay here.
It is, as I like to put it, it is the ultimate display of democracy.
John Claude, that has nothing to do with my question. You said that it's on the 48 hours, that it's based on the gospel, and that part of the story in this version, that race contributes to his persecution. Where in the Gospels, where this is supposed to come from, do you refer?
Well, we believe, again, that this film is not, at the end of the day, about race. This film is about a message.
But you say race contributes to the persecution, and you say it's based on the gospel. I'll ask again, where in the gospel are you referring?
First, I'd be like, you gonna stop interrupting my point first and let me finish what I'm saying. See, you see that arrogance about himself? Like, you see this right here. This is the stuff that we're talking about. Like, I just want to know what's in the Gospels. It has nothing to do with color. Well, why is it a problem that I got a movie about a black Christ, but every single movie I've ever seen in my entire life has been a white Christ. But now, since I said, since he look like us, y'all ready to attack. See, they got the right one on that in that hot seat. Cause I know some of y'all. Yeah, I know some of y'all. They would have had to cut the mic off. It would have been cut the mic off moment. Because y'all would have went in. Y'all would have came with so many different scriptures. He would have been confused. But you see the arrogance. You see the arrogance. But let's finish watching this.
I'm going to respond again and say to you that we believe that this film is not about color at the end of the day. It's about the message. I don't know if you're a Christian yourself. Are you a Christian?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have a picture of a black Jesus hanging on your wall?
No, I do not. I don't have a picture of Jesus on my wall anymore.
Okay. My point exactly. At the end of the day, there are hundreds and hundreds of thousands of households, black households, where a white Jesus is hanging on the wall.
I don't have a picture of Jesus. We take a break. We thank him for being.
You don't see how they cut the music on this brother while he in the middle of talking? And it interrupted me. I would have said, not today. Y'all not finna interrupt me today. Not today, sir. You gonna let me finish my point? You cut that music off. Baby, they had the right brother, because half of y'all would have went in. I would have went in. Like, did I be in that mic said, did they really cut that? I would have cussed. Yeah, I would have heard Sista E cuss that day. I'm like, did they cut that mic on? Wait a minute. They cut the music off. Cut the music off. I would say they cut that music on while I'm talking. You're not going to overtalk me first. They just cold. I want to play this.
Coming up, a white Jesus is hanging on the wall.
I don't have a picture of Jesus. We take a break. We thank him for being with us. And coming up, Nancy Pelosi. Jesus has been a topic in our history that's never been black or white. Now there's.
We just finna. Face. I would have went off on that TV show. They would have had to cut some parts out, because I would have said, what you're not going to do is cut that mic on me while I'm talking. Now, you may not have one on your wall, but what do you see when you close them eyes? Do you see a black Jesus or do you see white? And it's not about color. You notice they made it more about color than him. He made a movie. But his movie was so controversial because they had a black Christ. They had to bring him to Fox. First and foremost, I don't understand. Why would he even go to Fox? I would have, no. But they brought him on because it was controversial at it. First, I can't even say it. It was so much controversy with that movie. Yeah, they had to bring him on. I'm like, but do y'all bring, every time somebody come up with a Christ movie, are you on here scrutinizing them, saying, so is Christ white? Oh, is he middle? How are you going? Hold on. Put the brakes on. So what? I'm good. If he would have created a movie with a Middle Eastern looking, which we know Middle Eastern is fairly new, and you know that ain't real. But a Middle Eastern guy, they would have been good with him. And even what's so interesting about the movie, I saw some of the movie. It's good, but it moves a little slow. But it's good. The cast is diverse. It's his disciples. In the movie, you have black disciples, you have Middle Eastern disciples, you have white disciples. He had a mixture of disciples in the movie. It wasn't like an all black cast in that movie. I've seen it. It's a multiracial cast through the whole movie, except for Christ and his family. But the disciples, all different colors. But the problem is, how dare you? How dare you? That's the attitude they had. I'm just like, wow. And that's the same attitude that dude had from ESPN. Wait. I'm Jewish. I'm like, I don't care. Israelites is black. So what's the problem? See, that's it. You got to call them out on their racism because, again, and I will admit it. Some of my friends, and when I work in an arena where you have different types, and I was talking to, actually, the first person that ever really talked to me about this was a Jewish guy, and we were talking about. He said, everybody knows that. They know that. And he was like, and I named the Limba tribe. He said, yeah, that does make sense. He said, have you reached out to anybody? Just talking to people. This is European Jewish guy talking to him about it. They don't have no qualms with this, but they do when they feel like you're beginning to tread on them being. He does have moments when I say the chosen people, and I have to say sometimes, hey, up, that racist slip is showing. My friend says the slip is showing, that racist slip is showing. You better tug it back in, because now what you're saying is black people cannot be. Yes, all you gotta ask. So what you're saying, black people, and then when people say stuff like, y'all walking around here saying y'all the chosen people of God. So what you're saying is black people don't have the ability to be his people. Because I ain't never said no. I have never said, far as white people who can't, I ain't never said that. Now, if you want my personal views based off of oppression, I think our community, black community, has had the worst treatment. I think Pastor Kelly did a teaching to show that James White saying that the Irish were, enslaved, and Kelly broke it down to a fraction to show, that's not quite what some of these historians are saying. They love to say that, but yeah, y'all got to check Kelly's video out on that one as well. It's interesting. He goes in on James White. He goes in on James White, because James White goes as far as even saying, I'm Irish, and I went outside for the summer, and I came back in the house, and I was darker than some of my other friends. What? You really? Everybody want to be black now. Really? Now your skin is dark. Now you black. Come on now. He said his skin was darker than some of ours. I ain't never seen that before. I don't care how long you stand outside. You can stand outside for 2 weeks. You're not going to change to my color. You're going to be a little red, but you really? He sat there and had the gall and audacity to say, yeah, my skin, I was darker than some of my black friends. What? Check them on the racism. They slick, be throwing these little racist pop shots. Like, for real. So you're going to sit here and say you're darker than me. Come on now. You want to be black. Stop. You want to be black, but you don't want the black struggles. Folks love to be black, but come on, take some of these struggles. They don't want that. They don't like that. They finna do a video on me today. I feel like ranting today. I feel like being the ranter. I feel like being the Sista E that everybody don't like. I feel like that today. I feel that in my spirit today. The spirit is saying, be you. I feel that in my spirit. Like, for real, y'all. Y'all finna really play this game with us. Y'all really finna play this dark skinned black. I got friends that are Irish, and we've been outside for team events for work, and he get a little, tannish, but no, never think his shade get darker than mine. Maybe it's just, I got friends from Italy that are Italian, honey, and has plenty of some melanin in their skin, but I don't think if I was in a room with an Italian and a dark-skinned Irish, they'll be like, y'all all look alike. No, I don't think that'll happen. I think, yeah, I don't think that'll happen. I don't think people get us confused and say, are you black? Are you black? Are you black? I don't think that would happen. Yeah. But yeah, I don't think that'll happen, y'all. I don't think they ever question. They never question who was the black person in the room. Thanks. I don't think I'm gonna be in a room with all three of them, and they'll be like, "Now, who in here is of Negroid race?" I don't think. I ain't never seen it happen. I think I've been in environments with all types. Even the most Hawaiian. I got Indian friends that are now. I will say that I have some Indian friends that are just as dark as me. But even then, there's certain features where they be like, yep, we know you are the Negroid in the room. Yeah, I got friends that are darker than me that are Indian. And it is interesting because I had never seen that before. And it shocked, I'm talking about, it shocked me to, I was like, wait a minute, you're darker than me. And my friend who was from India said certain areas there are darker Indians. I was like, wow, your melanin popping for real. You got me beat. But as far as the Irish, come on, Saints. Come on, Saints. Stop trying to be like us. Y'all don't want these struggles, though. Love to say, my ancestor, you want the real struggle? Y'all better quit saying that because God going to give you what you want. You keep talking about you want these, you keep talking about y'all struggle like us. God going to say, okay, then. Let me go ahead and give you them struggles. Baby, you in last 2 weeks, 2 days. Some days we be like, oh, gosh, this melanin getting us in trouble. But that's just how they operate. Yeah, I'm animated. I had a good time with my brother Jacopo. I always have a good time with him. But when I ran across, that's what took me so long. When I ran across that video that Kelly did, and I saw that, I said, that's kind of so what you're saying is you're insulted because he said, I'm Jewish. Okay, that's fine. Nobody's questioning. I mean, what they're saying is he made a Nazi, a Hitler comment, which I think we need to monitor our mouths. Now we do need to check what we say. Y'all don't see. Don't have the ways of the oppressor. Don't be racist. Don't leave that alone. You ain't got to bring him up. But yet and still, I don't even think it was deeper than that. I think it was deeper than just him making that one statement. Because I'm seeing a lot of people like saying, y'all definitely couldn't be the people. So be it. And I mean, hey, it's not even a big deal. And they love now. The big thing now is, it's not about race. It's not about the color of the cross. But it's not about race when the movie is black. As long as he looking like them, they happy. They happy. I got 60 people in here. I know about 30 of them UA community. Hey, y'all say hello to the UA community because I know they watching. But they can't comment. I ensured of that. Made sure of that because I'm gonna have peace in here. But it's just ironic. It's ironic. They deem us as being racist, and I argue. What's so crazy is a majority of the arguing I do with my own folk. I spend more time these camps making dumb statements than I'm like, wow. Y'all are special. Y'all went right in soon as I said that. You said my brother just told me so. Let's see. Wow. Y'all leave them folk alone. Wow, Antonio. I'm looking at Antonio's comment. But yeah. I'm gonna bring Curious back on because I love the conversation we had. Oh yeah, they still waiting on Ice Cube to apologize. All right. I'm telling y'all, some of these celebrities finna make some retractions and statements. They made a point. They didn't prove with Deshaun. Shut up. Because there's too many celebrities coming out. You got Fantasia, which was hilarious. She was reading that scripture next to her husband. It was interesting. It was funny. I couldn't hear it at first, but you got Fantasia, her husband. You already got Nick Cannon. Ain't playing no games with him either. Who else? You got this guy. You got a bunch of celebrities coming out saying that, they going straight to that Deuteronomy verse. I'm like, oh, y'all brand new in this. If y'all go, I ain't been to that Deuteronomy chapter in a good little minute. I ain't been there in a minute. I have to revisit it. It's a lot of things I ain't did in a minute. I'm gonna have to go back into the Bible cave for a minute because I was in that cave about when you first find out who you you go straight into that Bible cave because you be like, I got to make sure this is for real because I don't want to be out here saying this and I'm looking like a fool. But that's not the only reason. It's just I realized that I needed to understand the entire book. I didn't understand the entire book. I just understood a few little verses here, the New Testament, and that was it. We never delved in really in, well, my old church we delved into the Old Testament, but when you get into like holiness and Pentecostalism, they stick heavy into that New Testament. Oh yeah, they coming now. Oh, they coming. It's too many of y'all. It's too many of y'all out here. Too many of y'all mainstream celebrities saying that y'all are people. Too many. It was fine while we was doing it. And I said that. I said we're still making some momentum and we impacted. But when Fantasia, you dealing with a whole nother demographic that's getting ready. It's so many black folks, y'all, that's saying it now that I'm like, I have people come to me and call me and say, hey, did you? I just read a Bible verse. I want to let you know that you the people. And I just be like, that means you ain't been listening to me for 3 years. Folks, serious. It's funny when folks come up to me, hey, my sister, I want to let you know that I already know. And when I say it, they think I'm being sarcastic. I'm like, I already know. And the guy was like, how long have you known? I've known for about 5 years now. Well, you need to come on and teach this. No, I'm good. I got my own channel. You welcome to come to my channel. You welcome to follow some of the people I deal with. I start giving the folk I'm following. Folk, you know they right now. Who? Pastor Darby, Tell you. How you spell tell you? That's how it always ends up. One of my high school friends. Cool. Been knowing her since we were in, I want to say the 8th grade. And we Facebook friends. And she posted it. You know, the whole thing of the curse and we the people, we got to return back to the ways of Yah. And I'm sitting here like, and it's funny. And I messaged her and I said, yeah. So I've been knowing this. And it was a bunch of people in the chat that was, the comment section was like, yeah, we are. Yeah. And I'm like, wow, y'all, this awakening is real. People I came up with it. I'm like, do you even open the Bible and read it? They was agreeing with her. And they was like, yeah, we the people. There's a few of them in there. Like, no, but overall, so many people were believing it. And I was like, wow. And I ain't had to tell them. They said it. And one guy was like, you've been knowing this? And they said, and I said, I guess you don't pay attention again to any of my posts. Because if you pay attention to my posts, I got to be, sometimes a little careful. But you pay attention to my posts, I made a few comments about it. But then you always got that one friend that if they know you the people, they finna send you a inbox every other day of some YouTube and you just be like, I'm about to block you. I'm about to block you for real. So, but let me see. Yes, Rochelle. What's so funny is I don't even have to talk about it. No, I don't talk about it. Y'all know majority of the times when I do my lives, majority of the times when I'm doing my lives, I'm doing, hold on one second, I'm getting confused. I'm talking about something about the news because I love to talk about current affairs, talk about, a few things far as, few things. I just talk about the news because I want people to be aware of what's going on. Certain things media is not going to tell you. I kind of like Lisa Cabrera. She does stuff like that. All of us in this community don't do the same things. I talked to Pastor Kelly today, and he started trying to teach Hebrew again on the phone. Mosh Pak. I said, I got to sit in the room and write it down. And he was on the phone. I was like, I don't see it. I still don't get it. Shalom, Mosh. I can't. I'm finna tear it up. I don't know how to do it, but I'm going to work on that. That's something that I do want to learn. I'm fairly good. I think I can comprehend languages pretty well. But he started on that, and I was like, all right. How you doing today? And then I talked to Yohanan. Yohanan been heavy into the Galatians. Galatians. Every time I talk to him, Galatians, I just be like, all right, Yohanan. Good talking to you as well. No, I'm just joking. He in here. He'll go into that. And Sister E, you know about the oral law and the and the flesh. And I just be like, yep, I know that. But what you eat for lunch today? I gotta work on that, y'all. Yeah, if I tell you and them, they gonna talk about a real good on eschatology. I think I'm good with eschatology as well because I can get with them. We do good. I ain't gonna say Kelly and them don't do eschatology, but I talk more to them about it. Certain things, and looking at history, matching things up, and just I think. But all of us have different roles in the body. Lisa is gonna touch because she's an Israelite. Lisa Cabrera, she's an Israelite. She will cuss you out. I dare them to go to her chat. Go to her chat one time and act crazy. Go to Lisa's chat one time. She gonna cuss you out. Lisa Cabrera, I love her show. But you will get her and her panel. They don't play. You're not coming in there cutting up. I dare the UA community to go. Nah, I ain't gonna do that because I won't have that type of nose problem. But they know who to go into and act ignorant with because everybody knows. They will. I love that show. It's funny. I enjoy the news, but I enjoy when they have those panel conversations when it's her and the other lady and the two guys. You go in there if you want to, cutting up. You go in there throwing scriptures if you want to. They'll read the scripture back to you and cuss you out in the process. I think some of them, I think they don't leave her alone. I love her channel. She goes in on folk every day. She don't care. She don't care. You get cussed out. I just be like, I get flagged for saying dang. I'm like, how you don't get flagged? I don't know. I be laughing. I love watching her show though, because she don't play with folk. She don't play with them, and they know not to mess with her though, because they know, like I said, she is not for to play with folk. Only Love is she's very well versed. Um, I've never seen any of them. When she checked the vocab, that one little thing that I saw, I was like, wow. And they kept that in the back cave hidden. I'm showing everybody. Only Love shut him down about that Obama book and the Israelites. She sliced him up. She wasn't playing with him. I was like, how did I miss this? Wow. She wasn't playing with vocab. At all. He was stuttering through the whole thing. She ain't no joke. Only Love ain't no joke. I give her props. I think all of us are strong though. I think all of us are strong. Some more than others, and some are a lot more strong in certain areas. I gotta get out of being lazy though. I'm gonna have to start getting into the mind of debating. I don't like debating though, because folks be pissing you off and you forget your whole point and your whole statement and you be ready to cuss them. That's my problem. You won't catch Sister E off guard and take me somewhere and talk crazy to me, and then I'm standing there and be like, I don't want to talk about the Bible no more. I want to talk about you and your. Never mind. I almost went there. Saints, pray for me. I almost went there, but I'd be like, oh, there was a day playing the dozens. I used to live by it. Those days over though, because I used to make people cry. That's what I'm sitting there like. I know my flaws, but let me call out yours real quick. That's on me. Why am I out here acting crazy with y'all? I'm out here acting crazy, but some of them saints be trying to talk about me, and I just be like, oh, I could spend 30 minutes. Yep. Change the subject. But yep. Y'all laughing at me. I am yeah, he has, Rochelle. He has. I think now I've got to the point I'm getting older. You get older. Yeah, their remains are. Yeah, it still be there just a smidget. Them dozens though, because being from Memphis, if you don't know how to play the dozens, your feelings gonna always be hurt. I learned Memphis. You play the dozens in your sleep. Man, Memphis, they'll talk about you, your grandmama, your mama, your cousin, your auntie, and then look at you crazy if you get upset and cry. You know what? 78, that I still have that issue too. I still say little words here and there, a few more words, few and there. I ain't gonna sit here and play like my mouth is just totally like Sister E ain't never said a cuss word. I still go before God and say, Lord, I know I wasn't supposed to say that. Help me with my mouth. I think my mouth is more so my temper. When I'm mad, I'm done. We ain't got nothing to talk about. We ain't even debate no more. But I've gotten better now that I don't get mad like I used to. I don't. I've gotten much better. Um, because now I see the person for who they are. And when I see them for who they are, then I don't have to cuss you. I'm gonna tell you who you are and your nasty personality, what you're doing wrong. That's what I do. I don't have to cuss you out. I can just turn that mirror on you and say, "This is you." So, and again, if somebody say, "Sister E," okay, yep, I will tell you my issues before you tell me. Yep, I'll tell you my faults before you tell me. So that's my little take on it. We were supposed to be talking about how did we end up here? Y'all out here acting crazy, and I'm supposed to be talking about what was I supposed to be talking about? I forgot. Uh y'all talking about spades. Y'all better not be playing spades on the Sabbath. Y'all better not be playing those spades on the Sabbath. Um I think let's go back to this whole thing of Black Christ. Because folks lately have really been getting in their feelings about this Black Christ. I mean, let me see. Hold on. Because the thing is, the reason I'm harping on this Black Christ is because of the fact that um them taking it down this white statue. I understand what you're talking about, Jedediah. But the question is this with them, yeah, the conversation is coming soon. It's coming soon. Everybody's like, don't make any images of him. What we're saying is take your images down. Now, are you being honest with your images? And now all of them are saying, "Oh no, we know he's now." They're backtracking. "Oh no, we know he wasn't European. We know he wasn't blonde with blue eyes, but he was Middle Eastern." I'm like, Lord, they'll never say he looked like us. I'm like, you can, wow, man. Yeah, that whole rapture thing. I, I wonder what's gonna happen to some of these folks if it doesn't happen, when it doesn't happen. I mean, because now I really believe that we're going to be transformed, we're going to change. We're going to go from having our earthly bodies and we're going to have our, what is it, our celestial bodies. We're going to have those bodies, the bodies like, when Christ changed. When he comes, we're going to change. I do believe that we're going to change in a twinkling of an eye. But yeah, I heard there are some Christians that have come to the realization and they're now changing their narrative and they're even saying, no, I don't think that doesn't sound biblically sound about, the rapture. I'm talking about the rapture right now. But I do believe that, when he comes, we're gonna be changed. We're gonna be changed. So in a twinkling of an eye. But yeah. I always question rapture though. Because Baptist doesn't teach rapture. I don't remember. I went to a Baptist church as a child. I don't ever remember them teaching rapture. I didn't come across rapture until I got into the Pentecostal church. That's when I started coming across rapture. So, but yeah, I like I said, being a part of the faith, it doesn't being the people of the way, as you refer to them as the Bible, that doesn't bother me. But this Christianity that lied and used the Bible as a means to enslave people, to subjugate people, to oppress people, that right there is not the Christianity or the not the faith that Christ spoke about. No, and that's what I'm noticing. This white evangelical movement, and when you look at the when you look at Reformed theology, especially when you look at Calvinism, it's racist. It's got some racist doctrine in it. And for somebody to be black and a Calvinist, that's just shocking to me. That shocks me still. I don't really think some of them really know, but yeah. Let me see. Let me see, because I'm finna get off in just a second, because I know it's late. Um, but like I said, you won't see the controversy if you let me see. I'm trying to find this thing real quick. When you say Black Jesus, people get insulted. Get insulted. Did you hear about China and the Black Plague? I heard about that. The bubonic plague. I heard about that. I can't. I think I mentioned it yesterday. I may not have. But yeah, China right now has seen the bubonic plague surface, and I saw it a couple days ago. I'm sorry, it was on CNN. It was on CNN. So I'm trying to find this one news report, because she got in this news report on the show. A lady in the news got mad because she even said white Santa. I said, did she just say Santa Claus? Let me see. I think this is it.
Welcome to Hillcrest High School.
Okay, here it is. And then after that, Saints, I'm going to bed. Oh, here it is. I think this is it. Oh.
After I said, oh, this is so ridiculous. Yet another person claiming it's racist to have a white Santa, you know? And by the way, for all you kids watching at home, Santa just is white, but this person is just arguing that maybe we should also have a black Santa. Just because it makes you feel uncomfortable doesn't mean it has to change. You know, I mean, Jesus was a white man too, but you know, it's like he was a historical figure. I mean, that's a verifiable fact, as is Santa.
Yeah. Oh, did she just say Jesus was a white man too? Let me go back over there one more time.
A historical figure. I mean, that's a verifiable
back over there.
White man too, but you know, it's like it has to change. You know, I mean, Jesus was a white man too, but you know, it's like he was a historical figure. I mean, that's a verifiable fact, as is Santa. I just want the kids watching to know that.
Did anybody rush her and say, how dare you put a color on Christ? How dare you? It ain't about color. It ain't about color. Ain't nobody said that. They can say he was this white man. They're going to be like, okay. Oh, to merch. Yes. 78.
Watching to know that.
Sorry about that. Poor people, everybody's kind of laughing here. I want to bring in now Jamel Bowie. He is a staff writer at the Daily Beast and the co-editor of CNN's Belief blog, Eric Maripodi.
I'm laughing. Listen, I put this online, guys, and I said, what color is Jesus? What color is Santa Claus? And everyone's like going crazy. What color are you? What's wrong with you? I can't believe I'm discussing this either. But that is the most responses I think I've gotten in a year on social media is when I put that question up. And when I posted something last week about someone who looked like Jesus selling Christmas trees, the internet went crazy. So Jamel, in an article that you wrote, you said that Kelly thinks that the idea of a racially inclusive Santa Claus is utterly ridiculous and that she's wrong. Why is she wrong? Explain that.
I think she's wrong because there's already racially inclusive Santa Clauses. I grew up with a black Santa Claus. All of our Santas were black. All of our Mrs. Clauses were black. Like this, not every family has a white Santa, and I think that's perfectly fine. And I think Aisha Harris's idea that since there are so many different kinds of Americans, that maybe we should simply take race out of the question altogether isn't a bad one at all. I think if we're trying to err on the side of inclusivity, then definitely Penguin Santa makes sense. But to get outraged at the idea that there are non-white Santas is ridiculous, because I guarantee you right now that if you were to walk into the home of an African-American person, almost anywhere in the country, you would find a black Santa Claus and black angels and a black Jesus.
Well, I think you would find a black Santa Claus in every black home because Santa Claus is black.
Now, when I was a kid, my mom was like, no, no.
In black homes. And right. Santa Claus is white in white homes. Santa Claus is Mexican in Mexican homes. So let me just tell you, Santa Claus to me is a black man. Now listen, Eric, I want to ask you this. I was with her. I understood what she meant in the beginning. I think what she meant. I don't want to put words in her mouth because I've been misquoted about things that people have misinterpreted things. If you look at the depiction of Santa Claus, the popular representation of Santa Claus, if you look at Kris Kringle, then it is a white depiction. I understand that. But there are many who question the authenticity, shall we say, of Santa Claus and Jesus. Where she lost me was a Jesus thing. What do theologians say about the color of Jesus' skin?
Well, when we look at Jesus as a historical figure, you're talking about somebody from the first century who lived in the Middle East. So in all likelihood, he would have had
Now, first century, there was no such thing as a Middle East. I really want people to stop saying that. First century, Middle East was not a Middle East. I want them to stop saying it. He really?
Olive complexion. We don't really know. What we do know is how artists have depicted him over the years. And like you said, just with Santa Claus, oftentimes cultures will, it's almost a mirror of who's doing the depiction as to what Jesus turns out. When you go to Jamaica, you see a Jamaican Jesus. When you go to countries in Asia, you'll often see an Asian looking Jesus. And here in the United States and in North America and Europe,
I want to say that, Eric, Jesus. I want to say that to Eric and Jamel. When you mentioned Jamel, Santa Claus and black families, I mean, you're talking about ornaments and pictures, but not in every black family's home that I went to as a kid that they have black Santas or black Jesus. There were some white Jesuses hanging up on the wall in black homes. As I was researching this, I was researching Santa Claus. Even in Africa, the traditional American depiction of Santa stands even in countries that are black. So isn't it kind of up to people to decide what their Santa and what their Jesus looks like, Jamel?
Yeah, I think that's absolutely right. I think what your Santa, what your
people rather have comfort than truth. Let's just make them look like everybody. Man, that trips me out when they do stuff like that. Like, let's make them look like everybody. And again, it's not about color, but what we're saying is, if you're gonna put these pictures up here, let's be real and let's tell the truth. But saints to be like, it ain't about color. Okay, well, take the white pictures down, take the white statues down. Let's see how they feel, though, when these white statues come down. Let's see if it's not about an image and not about a color. Let's see how this goes. Because it's eventually going to happen. They eventually going to take these white images down. But the thing is, they did the same thing to us. They replaced a lot of our black images with white images. Now, all of a sudden, they want to give us the church fathers and say the church fathers was black. But I grew up knowing that church fathers, based off of what we learned in school, they looked white. But now, since we've been saying Israelites black, they're like, let's give them something. Oh, yep, Athanasius was black. I'm like, the pictures of Athanasius and all of them I saw online, they were white. So now all of a sudden he black. Come on now.
Your Jesus looks like is up to you. It's whatever you feel most comfortable with. I would agree that when you're talking about the historical Jesus, and Kelly during her segment, she took a moment to say that, we have historical evidence of what Jesus looked like. Yeah, he was an olive-skinned man because he was from first century Palestine. He likely had close cropped dark hair and dark eyes and looked like his peers and contemporaries. And so on that, Kelly is definitely just incorrect. She's misinformed.
Do they realize that the people over in Palestine were actually taken over by the Romans and later on by, I think it's the Turkish Ottoman Empire? They changed as time progressed. That's why because if you look at the Afro-Arabs, not Afro, but the black Arabs, the Arabs look like us. Some people have found some pictures of Black Esau. I'm like, look at y'all. But the original people were never, they try to say, oh yeah, throughout, but first century, you got to think about throughout the different conquerings, a part of the things that they would do was when they would conquer a nation, they would take the women, have children with them, and totally almost wipe out how they look and kill the men. That's what I learned in history class when I paid attention. But that was a part of their conquering. Come on now. They love to say, oh, they look like the people over there. No, they've changed. So
anyone who has studied the Bible and anyone who knows about the heritage or the roots of Jesus knows that he was a dark-skinned person and probably wasn't a white man. It's not probably was. He wasn't a white man. He was a darker persuasion.
Yeah, he certainly didn't come from
Jewish, right?
He didn't come from Europe. He didn't come from North America. That's just not where he came from. So Jesus isn't white, and saying that is just wrong.
Okay,
with all
so
due respect to Miss Cal.
now I'll stop it. But see, that's interesting that, okay, now they've come to the realization of Jesus is not, I've heard people say Jesus is not white, nor is he black. What is he? Middle Eastern. Middle East was not around when he was there. So well, he kind of looked like the people that there wasn't over there. When you look at the Middle Eastern, when you look at the people over in that region, they were of dark skin. Anything but y'all. What have y'all done to those folks? Anything but. They will take if he ain't white, he gotta be Palestinian or Middle Eastern. Show me in the Bible where the people in the Middle East are the exact same people. Middle East ain't even in the Bible, but hey, they look Middle Eastern. I've seen movies where he's even looked Hispanic. I'm like, y'all. Yep, that's Northeast Africa. Yeah, that's Africa, but it wasn't called Africa then either. They would call segments. It was like Upper Egypt, Lower Egypt, Upper Ethiopia. It had a multitude of names. So Africa was not, but far as that whole region was a part of that one continent. So, and they love to say olive colored. When I heard first somebody say olive, I said olive is green. The olives I know are either black. But I'm telling y'all, this Israelite community or awakening has done and caused more people. They ready to fight. I'm like, they can't take this. This Israelite thing is a bit too much for them. They like, now, come on. Now, we'll give them Islam. But we are not finna give them the chosen people of God. So they send our own people after us. The white evangelicals ain't gonna come after us. They're gonna send our folks to shut them down. Shut them down, y'all. They may send a few of them that think that they us, like a vocab, but they'll never come after us. They'll never. The Dallas Theological Center and Acts 29 and none of them, they'll never come for us. But they'll send their own folks to come for us. It's like and when you look at the UA community, they're not a very big community. They're not at all. Have y'all seen the thing with Kiara Shears? From the Clark sisters' daughter. She even said she thinks it's something to this. I said, wow. She said that fast, though, because she knew Kojic ain't having it. She said it real fast. She said, yeah, I kind of think, but then she came on back and she said, I'm not ready for that yet. Oh, yeah, Kiara Shears said it. yeah. So I don't know where he is. He's somewhere. They planning the next attack. They ain't done yet. Y'all, the UA community has gotten quiet. Understand they not done. They just quiet right now. Because between Kelly and Tayu and everybody, they like, wait, we need a break. Retreat, retreat. And they're going back to go back to the drawing board. Go back to the drawing board and wait for us to make a mistake. And when we make one mistake, the world shall know. That's why I have to watch every single word I say. I'm like, let me make sure I like when old boy got on. What's his name? Carl Albert. When he started talking about the Gabriel and the angel, I was like, oh no 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 no! I do not subscribe to the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is the Spirit of God. I don't subscribe to that. So, but when you learn about Kojic, and when Only Love said that, I knew that as well because I heard it, and then Pastor Kelly told me that Charles Mason studied under, I think, in a black Jewish synagogue, or was with a Baptist. But go back and listen to the video. But he did believe that we were the people. Charles Mason did, of Church of God in Christ. But they'll never allow you to get access to that information. You can't find it on the internet. But I mean, people have heard through the grapevine. And when she said it, and I heard it from Pastor Kelly, and most people that are older Kojic that are pretty much probably dead and gone, they pretty much believe that. It was a lot of black pastors then at that time that kind of believed that. But yeah, Charles Mason, I forgot. I'm gonna have to go back and look at the video I did with Only Love, and she talks about the history of that. I may bring Kelly on here. We may all talk about that. But if we did that, Kojic could shut us down overnight. That's a powerful denomination now. Now that is a huge denomination. But yeah, UA community isn't as big as we think they are. Because when I asked some of my church friends about it that I came up with, they said, "What's a UA?" I said, "That's apologetics." What's an apologetic? Are they saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost? And I'd be like, I don't know. I'm just joking. Baptized, fire was evidence of tongues. I forget all that. And they actually make jokes about Pentecostalism because Eric Mason did something. And he made a little joke about it. And I'm like, get Phil, quit talking about them folk. Because I know some that will pray you through some stuff. So I don't need y'all praying for me. I'm finna go find that aunt that I got, my mama, the deep Kojic. Deep Kojic is saved, sanctified, filled with the precious Holy Spirit. It can see you as you walking through the door and say, wait a minute. You always got that one person that's for real. I'm talking about a real connection, like sit right next to God and he tell her everything. You could be out in the streets doing whatever, clean up, come to church and think you finna play. And she'd be like, you out there, you was doing X, Y, and Z. And you just be like, God, why are you constantly telling her my business? Yeah. Come on now. You always got that aunt that no, baby. I'm like, are you sitting next to the king? And is he telling you all my business? Yeah. Why am I sitting here talking about this? But yeah. Y'all, I think that would cause a war, going back to that. If we start taking down these white Christ and something comes up where they found it in a deep cave in the Vatican of a depiction of him and he looked like Denzel Washington, it would be a war they would war about that. Yeah, if he looked like us, if they really got the papers and expose the fact of, wait a minute, they are the people. I tell people, I said, that ain't gonna be a day of rejoicing. They're gonna find a way to get us out of here fast, get rid of us, exterminate fast. So, but I hope you all enjoyed this conversation. I know I got off with when I did what I did with Tayu, it was kind of short, and everybody was like, "So you really finna?" I'm like, "Yeah." And I said, "Let me go back out here, and talk to my folks." I've been out here for an hour and 20 minutes. I feel like Cherry right now. Mm-mm. I ain't finna do no 5-hour videos. But I want to tell y'all, thank y'all. I had fun. Any questions for me before I shut it down and go and lay down and go to bed? Because Sister Eden started back working, so, but not quite. I start back soon. So I don't know how late these late nights gonna be. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. All right, family. Any questions? Any questions? What's tomorrow? Well, actually, what time is it? We already. Tomorrow's Thursday. I might do something. I might. I might. I might pull some of the ladies and see if Only Love is available. But she I know she's busy. Um, who else? Her niece and see if a couple other women. I'm gonna do some stuff and see if they want to get out of here. How's who mother? 78, you talking to me? She fine. She quiet. You said how your mom's doing. She all right. She ain't bothering me right now, so we good. She getting sad because I'm getting ready to move. I'm like, yep, I'm getting ready to go. Yep. Yeah, I mean today, so she a little sad though. They a little sad. They a little sad. I'm finna leave this city. I'm finna leave on the first thing smoking out this city. Memphis is an interesting city. No, she does. She has COPD, and you heard her coughing. That's what you heard. Yeah, she's fine. She's fine. She has breathing things, and we have to kind of watch her and make sure she's good. But she's good now. She all right. She was fussing at me a couple of days ago. I said, "Oh, you good? You good?" So yeah, she does have issues with breathing, but she back to normal. Ain't nothing changed. I told y'all she the original Sister E. Thanks for asking. And y'all keep Ramaha. I'ma say it wrong. Um, y'all keep her in y'all's prayers. She lost her mother. She's always been a very, very, very serious supporter uh, of Sister E. Of Let's Talk. She's very supportive, and she from the chat. She's very sweet. She lost her mother. So y'all keep her in your prayers. Ramaha, I'm finna mess it up because I'm horrible with names. Please forgive me for messing your name up. I'm horrible with names. You catch me at the right time, I mispronounce my own child's name. I'm just joking about her. But back, seriously, y'all, let's keep her in our prayers. Like I said, she let us know today, or really yesterday, in the chat that her mother passed away. So let's just keep her up in our prayers. If you see her in the chat here soon, just say some kind to her. Like I said, I can't even imagine losing my mom. I mean, she withers my nerves. Jesus, she does. um, yes, let's keep her in our prayers. Um, my mom with him, but the lady, I love her dearly, and I would be devastated if something ever happens. So we got to keep her up in our prayers. And let her know, we love her, and we pray that she has the strength of the Most High God to be able to make this. Because again, losing your mother, it's a little different. Also, Black Tastic lost his mother as well. Um, keep him in your prayers. He called me a couple of days ago, about a week ago, and told me his mother passed away. Y'all know Mr. Black Tastic. He was one of the ones that was on my panel in the beginning. And I'm gonna bring him back. He called me and told me his mother passed away. So y'all keep him in your prayers as well. Let me see. Let me make sure. Let me see. Let me make sure I say her name right. Hold on. Let me go look at one of my old videos because I know it's up now. Don't wake him up, Mr. Black Tastic. He's special. He crazy. He's a special type of crazy. He be making folks mad, including me. Hold on, but that's still. But he did call me and tell me about his mom. Oh, yeah, she was in here today. Let me make sure, because I want to make sure and say her name. This is it. Here it is. Her. This is her name. Keep her in your prayers. Her. Keep her in your prayers. Let her know, if we see her in the chat, just give her kind words. Make sure we don't overwhelm her because you don't know how people, take. But she was open to let us know what was going on. So let's make sure we keep Rahama in our prayers. And also keep Blacktastic in our prayers as well. Because both individuals lost their mothers. So let's keep them lifted. Um, I'm gonna bring him back. He called me today, laughing on the phone. I said, I'm gonna hang up in your face. I don't understand that you saying blacktastic. I said, I don't understand what you're saying. I'm gonna hang up. Uh, he laughing in the phone at something that when he told me, I laughed too. But he was calling because I called to check up on him um, earlier this week because, like I said, he had called me and told me about his mother when she was in the hospital, and then ultimately when she passed on, he called and told me. So he called me back to let me know how he was doing. So he was doing fine. He was in good spirits. He was laughing in the phone at something he saw in the street. Somebody walking down the street. Don't ask me what, because I'm not. But he's special. But yeah, keep all of them in your prayers. So oh wow, Michael, I pray for you as well. I wouldn't know that lady back there. I've been here. I've been with my mom since I got. Well, actually, I knew when I got laid off. I was really staying with my mom to transition because I had a job that I don't know how Watcher 215. If you, I know your Ukana keeps in touch with him. I'll find out how he doing, and I'll let everybody know how Watcher 215 because I have not heard or seen anything of him. And yeah, I'm concerned now. So I asked Yahukanan to tonight or either tomorrow how he's doing. But let me go back. Yeah, I came here transitioning thinking that I had a job and I was gonna move out of town, and the job was put on hold, and then they ultimately phased out the position. I said, wait a minute, so that means I'm unemployed and I'm in my mama's house. I said, oh God, how long is this gonna last? But it's been a blessing. It's been a blessing to be here. I, it's why they say grown people living with they. Again, this was supposed to be transition and get ready to go to Atlanta. And the job was like, COVID hit. We can't do nothing. So I had to learn stay with my mom. But it allows you to see the interesting part of your parents is allowing them to you seeing them age, and that's been like wow. You see your parents go from being like me moving around. And I told my daughter, so one day you're gonna see me, and I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move a little bit slower, and to see my parents move a little bit slower, having to talk louder because of the hearing, because they're, may have lost their hearing, or you may say something, they'll forget it, and you'll be like, what is wrong? And you got to realize that they're getting older. So it is something. It's a little, it's rough to see. It is rough to see your parents age. Then it allows you to realize you aging as well. Because I can't move like I used to. Man, I make a turn too fast. My knee pop, game over. I'm done for the rest of the day. So but yeah, let's keep everybody in our prayers. Let's keep all of us in our, keep all of us lifted in prayer in this time, So it's an interesting time and it's a little scary, but it's not scary. I'm not really scared. I'm not scared at all. It's just you see the change of time. You see this age is coming to an end and we're about to go into the next age. So well, family, I want to thank y'all so much. And have y'all been liking these new things I've been doing too? Am I doing too much with the intro and the outro as well? Yeah. Oh, yeah. 78. You said your mama still fights to 75. My mama is 68. I don't know what she is. Oh, she go from one room to the next. harassing everybody. I told my mom, I said, you gonna stop harassing everybody, include my daughter. My daughter just be like, Grandma, what do you want? But she interesting. She feisty though. I told y'all. Y'all think I'm crazy? Mm-mm. I'm glad y'all like it. Okay, cool. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it then. I'm gonna keep it going. So, oh yeah. Did y'all follow Grandma Daisy? Man, it broke my heart when I found out Grandma Daisy passed away as well. She passed away, I think, a couple of weeks ago. She was all on Facebook. That was the grandmother with Alzheimer's or dementia. I think they're two different things. But yeah, she passed away too. That right there, yeah, it was a lot. So, well, I'm glad everybody loving this change that I made because I wanted to kind of have a little cleaner, more professional look. Um, Plus, sometimes y'all don't realize that intro, and when I have my screen off, I'm still trying to get stuff coordinated around me. I have blankets sitting on the couch because I don't watch TV. I have stuff. The dog. I have a dog. I have a huge, huge 75 pound, whatever she is, somewhere around here, and I have to get her out the way because I mean she understands. Don't lay on furniture. She'll get beat. But no, I don't beat my dog. I'm just playing for animal advocates to come looking for me, but she'll be laying around barking loud. So when I have that thing going, when I do the intro and I black out my screen where you just see my picture, is because I'm running around the house because something ain't quite right. Something ain't quite right. So, but Sandy, you're not old. You getting younger. She says she's 73. You're not getting older. You're getting younger. My mama is 68. My dad is 77. My dad is 9 years older than my mom. We got him young, but yeah, yeah, they all of them, yeah, yeah. Well, I want to say God bless everybody. Good night. No, that's not a little that. Yeah, yeah. I'm sleepy. I'm finna go in this. Yeah, that's not a little dog. Okay, Sheila, I'm finna say good night. All right, I am getting a little sleepy. I thank y'all again. You know what? Don't do me like that, Andre. You gonna message me? I'm gonna. But I thank y'all. Good night. I'm gonna go ahead and end it now. Y'all have a good evening. All right.